So before I start my announcements, I wanted to put this plea out once again to pray for peace, pray for healing of our country, of ourselves, of our families and friends. I said this on the last announcement, and so I'm going to say it again because I don't think we can hear it too often. I'm trying to think about how I was going to say this. Look, we are all the same. I know, it's hard to believe, right? But if you take away the shell, which is our body, our essence is all the same. And the thread in all of the souls is love. It is, it's love. Now, being on this earth, being in human form and dealing with what's going on in the world, one wouldn't think so. But it truly is. Here's the reality. We can bring heaven to this earth by being love, by being kind, by accepting people where they are, accepting their beliefs. That doesn't mean you have to believe what they believe, but accepting it allows them to believe what they believe. It allows yourself to believe what you believe. No religion is more important than anyone else's. It doesn't make a difference if you're Catholic, Christian, Jewish, Muslim, Buddhist, and there's so many more religions out there that I'm not even mentioning. You can believe whatever it is you want to believe in my world. It doesn't make you bad or good. You know what makes you bad are those horrific actions of brutality, of starting fights, of beating people, killing people. That is what would not be considered good. Good is acceptance. That doesn't mean because you allow somebody to believe what they believe is that you believe it. No. You're just giving people the space and grace to live their life the way they see fit. Now, what would be beautiful in this world is if everyone allowed everyone to be able to believe what they want to believe, to set forth their own true beliefs. These people with the racism, do they really know what they hate? Do they really know who they hate? Or are they just listening to other people's propaganda? Something to mull over, isn't it? So let's band together, send love, be kind. Don't get caught up in the skirmishes. Yes, everybody's angry. They're angry about the killing and the brutality and the wars and all the other things that are going on, which are just as horrific. The war crimes of rape and mutilation and I mean, I can go on and on and on. But who has the ability to change that? That would be us. We have that ability. We have the power and the strength to not get caught up in other people's beliefs and other people's propaganda and other people's anger. Their anger is not your anger. And I know that at the heart of hearts, you know that these skirmishes, these hates, these hate crimes, these fights, these protests, all you're doing is fighting against each other. Now, I'm not going to tell you what to do. All I'm going to do is ask for prayers, ask for kindness, ask for gratitude in your life. And that's the only thing I can ask for. I'm not going to ask you to change your ways. Only you can do that. Only you can see if what you believe in is truly yours in your heart, or is it something you've adopted of somebody else's? I can't tell you that. You're the only one who knows. But here's the great news. that if you're on this path of bigotry and racism and brutality and war and fighting and all these horrific things, you have the ability to turn it around. You have the ability to stop fighting. You have the ability to accept people as they are. And I would bet if you took those DNA tests, you would be highly surprised. Many, many, many of you would be so highly surprised at the results and what bloodlines you're carrying in with you. Yeah. So I guess before you start calling somebody else bad or wrong or their beliefs wrong, maybe you need to check on yours and see where you come from. It's a curious thought, right? For you to find out where your bloodlines come from, how far back they go, and truly, are you so pure of bloodline that you have no mixture in you? Just something I'm going to put out there for you to think about, maybe to research before you start determining what beliefs are bad beliefs or wrong beliefs and what are right beliefs. I don't believe there's any right or wrong. I believe that what you believe is what you believe. The only thing I might consider an ill-advised belief might be one that's harmful and hurtful to people, and you don't even know why. All right. Thank you for listening. Please be kind to people. Please don't get into these skirmishes. Let the fighting go where the fighting belongs. The fighting does not belong in your backyard. So try to be kind. Try to be loving. Try to be generous to the best of your ability. And most important, look into your heart and see how you can heal it. Okay, on with my announcements. Oh, as you know, I'm the creator and host of Guided Spirit Conversations podcast. And this podcast goes live every Thursday at 12 noon Eastern Time. It is on my YouTube page and my Facebook page of the same name, Guided Spirit Conversations, LinkedIn, my other Facebook groups, Twitter, Instagram, and I'm not quite sure all the streams that Bridget has me set up on, but we stream live. And it's an interactive show, so you can send me a message on the show, real time, live, that I will convey to the guest, for the guest and or I to be able to answer for you and bring you some information and guidance that you're looking for. If you're not able to watch the show live, have no fear. We upload to all your favorite listening platforms. Yes, we do. So you don't have to miss one single episode. Also, if you like the show, like it and subscribe to it. That's another way to not miss a show. I would love your reviews. I would love to see your reviews, your comments, your thoughts about the show. Maybe there's a practitioner that I haven't been introduced to yet that would be perfect for the show. Or there's a modality that you've heard of that maybe I haven't, and we could find that practitioner for you. Or maybe there's a topic that you'd like to know about, and that would be another way. So I invite you to tune in, send your reviews, send your thoughts. I would love to bring on the type of practitioners, the type of topic or modality that you'd like to see on the show. And today I am so excited because Mary Madeiras is going to be joining us. Now, Mary runs two dual professional roles in her life. In her personal life, she may have way many hats than that. But Mary has been a trailblazer for over 30 years, in network television. Her involvement has garnered her 3 Emmy Awards in direction. Mary also received a Directors Guild of America Award. And here's the thing, she's going on this fast track. She's going on this amazingly successful track in the entertainment industry. And, why is she on Guided Spirit Conversations podcast? Well, she's on because Mary is also an Akashic Records practitioner. We never know what things are going to intervene in our life. And for Mary, she was having a psychic reading when the psychic told her about a male figure overseeing her Akashic Records. When Mary asked, what are Akashic Records? The psychic couldn't even tell her what they were. So she began her own research. And while in a bookstore in West Hollywood, Mary looked up and there was a book about how to read your Akashic Records by Linda Howe. She devoured the book. She just ate every word, and she worked the exercises and was able to read her own Akashic Records, which intrigued Mary even more, so much so that she started taking classes in Akashic Record reading. And she is now in a place where her title is, give me one second, she's an advanced Akashic Records practitioner. Yes, and she does sessions. And she has helped many people with their inner alignment. She has helped them rediscover their soul's destiny through the reading of the Akashic Records. She has helped so many heal through reading the Akashic Records for them. And I'm so excited to have Mary on the show today. So I invite you to tune in at 12 noon Eastern Time, 11 Central, to Guided Spirit Conversations podcast and my conversation with Mary Madeiras. Not only is she an Emmy winner, she's an advanced Akashic Records reader. So I'm so thrilled to have her on the show, and I hope you will be too. So please tune in. Okay, I am now going to get ready for the show, and as I do, as always, I send you love, blessings, and gratitude. I'm so grateful that you're in my life in whatever capacity you're in it, for not only are you my student, you're my teacher. Not only am I a teacher, I'm a student. I'm a forever student at that. So constantly learning. And I'm going to say these 3 words to you. I love you. You are loved, not just by me, not just by your family and friends, your colleagues, people in the community, but you have so many beings on the other side of the veil who are your biggest cheerleaders and who love you and want to see you live a life that you're divinely meant to live. They want to do your bidding for you, but here's the caveat, they don't have free will. So it's important that you talk to your beings on the other side. Ask them for what it is you need, want, and desire. And ask in great detail, and I'll explain in a second, so that they can go and start doing your bidding for you. Why do I say ask in great detail? Because if you don't, they don't understand. If you say, I need money, well, you might find a dollar bill on the street. And to them, you found money. But if you need $5,000, you need to tell them that you need $5,000 so that they can bring you exactly what it is you need, or close to exact. And the reason I say that is when Jack Canfield wrote his first book, Chicken Soup of the Souls, or For the Souls, he did a visualization exercise, which is he put a check above his bed for $1 million. And every night before he went to bed, he would look at the picture of the check for $1 million above him. When he woke up in the morning, he would stand and focus on that $1 million check, or lay and look at that $1 million check. Now, at the end of the year that he was doing this exercise, he didn't make $1 million, but he made like $900,000. Close enough, right? Yes. And the next year he did more than what he was going for. But the point being is how focused he was on what he wanted to manifest. And that is what he wanted. And that's what he did manifest. Maybe not the first year, but definitely the second year and consecutive years after that. That's why it's important to be detailed. in what it is you need, want, and desire in your life, and then allow them to go and bring it to you. The next thing I'm going to say is you need to be open to how it comes. It's not necessarily going to be concrete the way humans tend to want things, right? Like a message like, oh, if you want $5,000, you need to XYZ. No, it may come. You may hear and get inspired through a passage of a song or a poem or a paragraph in a book, or you're going to overhear a conversation. All those things may be the opening to receiving the answer to what you're asking for. Also, the second part of that is if things are not happening in your time frame, what you're thinking, and I'm not talking about giving it 15 minutes or an hour. I'm talking about you give it a week, 2 weeks, and nothing's changed. Then my suggestion will be is to get quiet and go inside and try to figure out what it is you need to heal or move so that the flow can happen for you. All right. I know that these are some beautiful tips and tricks for you to bring into your life. So let's try it and see how it works. And let me know. Write to me at marla@mghealer.com with your experiences. I'd love to hear how that worked for you. Okay, I'm going to get ready for the show. I am going to be on in 29 minutes with Mary Madeiras, and I am so excited for this content. And I hope you're just as excited. So please tune in with me, and I'll look forward to seeing you on. Until then,